Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 142nd verse. Dosher yethai kulagnanam varna shankara kharagai utstyayande jadi dharma kula dharmasya shashvada. So jadi dharma, kula dharma, everything will be completely ruined. Dosha etai kulagnanam varna shankara karakai. When the unwanted population appears in this world, varna shankara karakai, the offsprings, appear without performing the proper rituals. When the child is begotten, is all going to be a disturbance in the society. One thing Arjuna was concerned, these people, whoever came, they are not going to go back home because they are all going to die. Now, what is going to happen there in their community or society or at home? When these people, father and son, have come here to be killed, because no single person is going to go from here unless what Krishna has chosen, certain members, that is only Pandavas and very few other members. These are the program of Shakuni, who wants to really revenge Hastinapur, the Kuru kingdom, just because his sister was married to Dhritarashtra, who was blind. So therefore, he wants to destroy the power of Kuru kingdom. An ordinary person or an ordinary king gonna ask this girl, Mata Gandhari, they would not have given. But here, the power of Bhishma Dev and the Kuru kingdom, they could not refuse the girl for a blind man like Dhritarashtra. From that day onwards, he shifted to Kuru kingdom and wants to make his sister's son as the emperor of the world. From there he started the whole program. And he knew when Pandavas were born, it may not be possible because according to the custom and tradition and the parampara system of the dynasty of the kingdom, is the oldest son should be the king and the next one will be the commander-in-chief. So according to the policy, Duryodhana is qualified to become a commander for Yudhishthira. But he cannot be the king because he is not the oldest one. Plus, he was missing the qualities of a king. So therefore, Shakuni somehow or other wants to get rid of these people from the earth planet and make Duryodhana. Then his revenge or retaliation to Kuru kingdom will be satisfied. So here, Arjuna's concern was, at home there will be problem when these people are died. Let us stop the war. That is his idea. So here, Jati Dharma, the duties of the caste system. There are 4 varnas. The varnas are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Is still there. It is there everywhere. I mean, America, Europe, among Hindus, among Muslims, among Christians, whether they follow or not, right? The system established by the Lord is always there. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Chadur Varnyam Maya Srishta Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. The 4 divisions of spiritual order and the material orders are created by me. Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. By quality and work, I have divided these. Now, what are these? The Sanskrit term is Brahmana. The English term is intellectual group. The Sanskrit term for administrators is Kshatriya, is the administrator. The Sanskrit word for farming and cow protection is Vaishya. And the Sanskrit term for the worker class is Shudras. So the worker class are the laborers. They work for different industries, offices. The captains are there. They are the Vaishyas. And these are the people who are doing the bookkeeping and taking care of different things, going and fixing the plumbing and labor, building. All these things are work of the worker class, which is Shudras. That is the Sanskrit term. So these four divisions are everywhere. If you go to America, you can see the intellectual class, scientists, philosophers, religionists, teachers, professors, principals, vice chancellors, vice presidents of some college or school. Then you go to the administration, politics. There are the administrators plus commanders and various members in the IB or CIA and FBI and CBI and all these things. All these guys are administrators, especially the directors and general managers. Then comes the businessman, mercantile man, who does all these businesses, beginning from the huge multi-billion investment projects, directors, or all these guys are the businessmen, whether it is Amazon or Reliance in India or Birla, Tata, and they are also there in America and Europe. Administrators are there. The Vanija means this is business class, this is Vaishyas. Then the worker class. It's everywhere there. It's among human. It's a human policy. It is among humans. All these things are created by the Lord, whether it is Hindu or Christian or Muslim or Jewish. Even if you go to Hare Krishna temple, these four divisions are there. There are people, devotees, who are preaching the message of Godhead, and there are administrators, and there are guys who take care of the cows and do the businesses, going and fundraising and all those things. And there are also labor devotees who are doing the minimum things. So all these things are there. These are called Jati Dharma. If you follow your respective Varna, whatever it is, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So if you actually perform that activity, which means you are following the Jati Dharma. Arjuna is telling about the Varna Shankara. This population comes, all these things will be mixed up. Based on the caste system, I am a Brahmana, I am a Kshatriya, may not have the quality of that Brahmana or Kshatriya. Or I am a businessman, but he is doing a labor work, and I am thinking I am a Vaishya. No. So everything will be mixed up. So therefore, Narada Muni explained in the 7th chapter, 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, he has mentioned Yasyaya Lakshanam Proktam. Proktam means said to be. Pumsa Varnabhi Vanjigam. The human beings are divided into Varna and Ashrama according to the Lakshanam. Lakshana means the quality. So this quality of work is very important. Say in a Brahmana family, a caste Brahmana family. Father is performing all the rituals. And children might have taken a business or administration or simply working for somebody. Then that means guna and karma, and he has to be placed into that varna according to his work and quality. Similarly, Kshatriyas might have born in some Rajput family or some Kshatriya family, kingdom. But he is not actually doing anything. He is sitting and reading Shastra and preaching. Then he is not considered to be a Kshatriya. He is considered to be a Brahmana. So this is the quality of work. That work give him designation. What he is. Similarly, there is ashrama as well. Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. First he became a brahmachari, and after some years, if he wants to marry, he can always marry. After several years, he has to give up the family. At least when he turns into 50, he should give up the family, take the Vanaprastha life, then undergo Vanaprastha life for few years and take sannyas. A brahmachari can directly take sannyas also. A grihastha also can, according to the quality and work. Srila Prabhupada had given even 16 years old boy, 18 years old boy, he had given sannyas to them. Some people could hold on to it. Some people fell back to the household life. And Srila Prabhupada knew that, because for the mission, he wanted many sannyasis. So though he knew that some of them may not able to keep it, that order, their life, because the past enjoyment tendencies are actually in subconscious state of mind. If he lack devotional service, deficiency in bhakti, something such thing happens, then the heart immediately attracted to the material enjoyment. So some or other he took risk and gave to many foreigners. Most of them could keep it, some of them could not. So this is the way. So there is jati dharma, there is also traditional dharma, there is also spiritual dharma. So everyone has to follow that dharma. Say in Karnataka, there are many, among Hindus, there are many small groups in different names. I don't know the last name, but there are many names. So they all have to follow their duties, traditional duties or customs or caste duties strictly. This is only because you are not 100% Krishna conscious. You haven't developed devotion to the Supreme Lord. So therefore, the next thing is to follow the rules and regulations. Just like there are, in the yoga system, one can achieve perfection by controlling the mind, senses, closing your eyes, half closing, and you are meditating on. It also brings you the ultimate result if you continue systematically. But the other thing is the Bhagavata Dharma. Bhagavata Dharma is reading Srimad Bhagavatam, preaching and rendering devotional service to Krishna's form, deities. This is the other method. But Bhagavata Dharma is more easy because it has the activities. Everyone has to have activity. Krishna says, Nahi kaschit kshanamabhi jadu tishtadi akarmakrit. Not even a second you can sit idle without working, akarmakrit. So according to the quality of your work or where you have born, what is your intuitional or the activity coming from your heart, you have to render that. unless their mind is completely collapsed, then they cannot work, like these handicapped people whose brain doesn't work. So such people have an exemption. But otherwise, everyone has to do something. If you are a conscious being, then you have to do something. We are not a chair or table or stone, we are all conscious beings. The symptom of the consciousness is the desire. To obtain that desire, we have to work. So jati dharma has to be followed. The head is not there in the family, then naturally nobody will be bothered to follow the rules and regulations. It's very difficult. I want to live as I want. In the morning itself, they start eating, drinking, without even brushing the teeth. They eat the breakfast chicken and mutton. And that is the civilization, especially in the West. And the people, those who don't follow the Sanatana Dharma, they also do the same thing. Every group they have created, they have a holy textbook. At least they have to stick with that. If it's a Hindus, and among Hindus there are hundreds and millions of divisions, they should stick with the Bhagavad Gita. And if they are Christians, stick with Bible. If they are Muslims, they should follow the Quran instructions. So when we do that, we are following our own caste division, religious duties. Then we will be able to remain pious. At present, nobody follows, right? No one follows Bhagavad Gita's instruction. Don't even bother to become a vegetarian. And neither these people nor that people. Or Christians, Muslims, Hindus, everyone breaks all their instructions coming from their holy textbook. So in this way, we have broken up into pieces and we don't follow any rules and regulations. So that is what Arjuna is talking about. We are already disintegrated from the original system. So now also, even though we have the family traditions and all, still we are not following anything. These are because of the Mahabharat's effect, probably, even though it had taken place 5,000 years ago. We are all different members of different group of those people. So now that is happening. So we don't follow anything manodharma. All that we follow is the manodharma. Therefore, in Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, Adapumbir dvijasreshta varnashrama vibhagashaha swanustidasya dharmasya shamshiddhir haritoshanam. Don't worry about all these things. So whatever you are actually doing, try to, even if you are doing perfectly, the goal should be haritoshanam, to please the absolute truth, Lord Sri Krishna. And if you don't have any idea, engage in devotional service. Morning and evening you chant Hare Krishna, offer prasadam to God, Krishna, and read Bhagavad Gita, and that is your religion. The rest Krishna actually takes care. So Arjuna was not fully aware about Krishna's position until Krishna showed him the universal form. So therefore, he is sticking with the caste system, unreligious system, traditional system, different customs. So we will continue. Thank you. Hare Krishna.